What's up, YouTube? How you doing? How you doing? All right. Okay, I'm done. I quit. For the record, I do not wear lab coats when I'm at work. Reason being is because, wait a minute, forgot something. Can't forget the stethoscope. Anyway, reason being is because I'm always getting these weird looks. As if, you think you're a doctor, but you're not. You're a nurse. But it doesn't really matter. Sometimes I do wear it, and it feels great, because I feel professional. The only thing I wish that people would come out and make, and if you've seen these or you know what these are, put it in my feed or in my comments, or you can just IG me, DM me, Grind216, who sells coat-like lab coats. Like, I don't necessarily like the long ones because of the fact that, I'm not a doctor. I don't want to look like one. I want to look like a nurse. And generally, I like to look like a nurse in style. So if I can find one just a little shorter and it actually looks like a coat, we in game. But anyway, when I'm at my nursing home, when I'm at the prison, sometimes I go to group homes, this is normally what I wear. Something like this. I put the little coat on, this right here, if I want to add a little extra, swagness to my style. Because normally, when I work, I like to look good when I work. People, they think that you're just supposed to wear the scrubs and, just the white Croc shoes that you got from school, and that's not me, you know what I'm saying? I like to mix mine up, and everybody who knows me knows that this is kind of like what I like to do. And I like to put my own style into my nursing uniform. Now, I wear this, at regular places, like I said, prisons, jails, nursing homes, group homes, psych hospitals, all that good jazz. But when I'm in hospitals have a specific color that you need to wear, a specific uniform, right? And so at the one I go to, this is what I wear. I'm normally in this. When I'm at the hospital, I got the belt, got the stethoscope, got the nice shoes. Okay, I'm just playing. Not these shoes, but now I know, people may say, well, these are dress shoes. They're not, they don't have grip on them. You might slip and fall, now you got a lawsuit or something like that, But I understand that these are foam. They're very comfortable. It matches how I like to look when I'm at work, which is very professional. When a shoe comes out that looks like this, and it's also slip resistant, I'll buy it. And I'm pretty sure there are already shoes out there, so it's really just a matter of me looking for it. But anyway, on to what I was getting at. Why the thumbnail, or why the beginning video or segment with the heartbeat and asystole? Because, I almost had a possible death on my hands, It was a very serious moment, but thankfully, the patient did not die, but could have had we not taken it seriously. And so what happened was, the patient is basically a critical patient in a way. And I say that because we had an incident when the blood sugar level was 38, right? I wasn't here that day, but basically that's how low we can get. So when the lab results came back to me and I saw that, I immediately went to that patient to check the blood sugar, which was in the 100s. So at that time we were good. And this was around my lunchtime. So, breakfast goes by, lunch goes by, here comes dinner, about 5. I'm literally in the middle of MedPass. And, some of the CNAs, they come to me and they're basically like, well, this patient is sweating profusely. The patient looks a lot different than what was displayed earlier, around about breakfast time. Very vibrant, talking, granted, inability to walk, couldn't necessarily feed themselves, but at the same time, the speech was there and the personality was there. It was great. It's kicking it. I come in, introduce myself, everything was good, this, that, and the third. So when I go in there and check, I also notice the difference. Because, well, first of all, it took me a minute because I was trying to understand whether the patient was just asleep and had to wake back up, or whether this was really a problem. And then when I started feeling the skin and I was feeling how clammy and sweaty it was, I immediately, the doctor was there, so I immediately called the doctor. And doctor came in, boom, check the blood sugar. We check it. Guess what it is? In the 20s. Remember when I told you that morning it was like 38. Now it's in the 20s, high 20s, but it's super low 20s. That was the reason. So at that time, the patient was in a state of diaphoresis, which is profusely sweating. And the blood sugar was super low, hypoglycemic. Few things to do when that happens. Well, a few things that God told me to do anyway. Now I know a few things to do. I've been through that, but kind of like a refresher for me, to be honest. Anyhow, we needed to get a few things. We needed to do an IV. We needed to get some orange juice. I got 2 cups of orange juice, and we had to get dextrose. And if you've been a nurse or you're starting out dextrose, kind of helps. It's going to help bring up the blood sugar. It's going to help get some fluid to the system to kind of increase blood sugar. For this reason, for the blood sugar. Anyway, I'm running all over the place. I'm running to get the Diabetic kit. I'm running to get the orange juice. I'm running to get the dextrose because, granted, I've never really experienced death on my shift. So I didn't want to do that. So I'm running to get everything. Doctor starts the IV. Me and another nurse, we get the dextrose running. Everything's starting to look good. Taking the blood sugar again to get to the 50, 55 mark. Now the residents start to come around. So what do we do? Then we're able to give the resident the orange juice. 2 cups of orange juice, drinking it up. And finally, the resident's back to normal, back to a stable position. Now, not 100%, but we're getting there. But while I was handling that, I had a fall. Fall was literally maybe like 2 doors down. Resident fell. Residents got caught in the bed. Fell, the floor, the head. Now we have a swollen knot and we have some blood coming from the head. Oh my God. So what I had to do is I had to get the nurse manager to finish what we were doing here, the resident with the low blood sugar. Really wasn't anything left much to do. Was just to make sure that the resident was okay, talking, responsive, back to eating, all right? So I had to run 2 doors down, had to handle that. I had to call the doctor in so the doctor could assess. Doctor comes in, assess, steroid strips, ice, because for the swollen knot, steroid strips to keep the skin tear closed and healing. And that was pretty much it. So I had the low blood sugar and I also had the fall on my hands, a lot of work. And after that, I had to go and finish my med pass. So I had to tell the residents I couldn't give it to them at that time because of the issue that I had with the other 2 residents. They were emergencies, really. So, I couldn't have no choice. You gotta do priority. And, I did say in my prior video that you can't always prioritize like you want to, but in this situation, this emergency, you gotta respond to emergencies, But, time went on, got the medicine passed. Now I'm able to sit down and chart. So, the chart is gonna take a good while. It took me from like an hour and a half to 2 hours, almost 2 hours and 30 minutes, because you got a lot to say. You got a lot to chart for the one who had low blood sugar, and you also have a lot to say for the fall. Because you gotta cover yourself. See what I mean? You gotta cover yourself. You know what that means. Did that, but then after that, you gotta call the family. Let the family know, they need to know everything that happened, what you do for them, the doctor prescribed. And you gotta do the implementation. You gotta implement a plan to where this doesn't happen again. This resident's low blood sugar doesn't drop again. Now, it's not gonna be 100%, but you can do the best you can to make sure that the blood sugar is monitored in a tighter scale. So we have to explain how we're gonna do that. And then in terms of the fall, the resident's fallen many times. So now we also have to explain how we're going to implement a new plan to make sure that this resident doesn't fall again. So it's a lot involved, but at the same time, it's worth it because when you go back and you do your notes, you go back and you write your notes and you call the family, and you call the doctor, and you chart everything, it's like a circle. It's going to cover you. And that's really what you want to happen. You want to be covered, because if you're not covered, eventually, let's say the family member needs some money. I'm just speaking hypothetically, and they realize what happened to their resident or to their family member that was in the facility, that was in the nursing home, that was in the hospital, and they got a lawyer, and the lawyer found something, something that you didn't chart, something that you're supposed to chart, or something that could have prevented this from happening that you didn't do or didn't mention. That's why you didn't do. Lawsuit. That's how quick it can happen. But that's neither here nor there. It happens. But that's pretty much the sum of the story I had to say. It was a lot that day. Stress levels were literally up to the sky. Literally. And yes, the jump was necessary. But, as things go on, I can't be too specific, but I can at least give you a general idea of what happened or what had happened if I had like an emergency. Now, I can't tell you exactly how it happened or what happened, but I can give you a general idea so that you can kind of see where I'm coming from. And I'll continue to do that as weeks, months, and years go by when I have, killer emergencies like that, because that resident almost died with low blood sugar. Now, not the fall, but low blood sugar was pretty serious. Granted, they both were serious, but low blood sugar, coma, death. But anyhow, I'm going to keep these videos coming. It's fun to have the channel, Nurse Montez, to inspire, but also I'm going to sprinkle in a little other stuff as time goes by. Like and subscribe. Out!